All right, so this initial section, this will be the first part of the intro, in which it'll be played twice, and this will be the first part of the verse where it's played once. All right, and it comes back at the very end of the song, the outro, and it just repeats until the fade out. All right, so a special little note there: twice in the intro, once in the verse, at the very end. And this is all going to be kind of like a dual string riff thing happening here. So get used to like the G and the E. All right, so we'll start with the part of a G chord here, the 4 on the G, 3 on the E. Okay, so we hit that, we come up to 5s, slide them up to 7s, back to the 4 and 3. All right, then we hit the 4 and 3 again, 5s. Okay, and then we do 7s down to 5. Okay, that's when the A minor chord comes in. Now we come up high, we're going to go 9, G, A, E, hit that, then we go 7s, slide to 5. Okay, slide the 5s back to 7. Now we shift up to 5s on the B and D, slide those to 7s. All right, 5 on the G and E to 7s. 5 on the B and D to 7s. Okay, so we're just kind of going back and forth between strings on the 5s and 7s. Okay, and this is during the D chord. All right, now we're going to go back to the 5s on the G and E to 7s, down to the 4 and 3 where the G chord comes in, 5s to 7s, back to 4 and 3, the G chord continues. And at the very end of this, we do a little hammer on to kind of loop us back into it. We go 3, 5 on the B, hit the 3 on the E. Okay, just a quick little thing at the very end. All right, so let's just try this whole thing slowly here. Next section, this will be the second part of the intro and the second part of the verse, and it essentially repeats twice. It's just there's this little end part, the little hammer on, that happens at the very end that we just don't do the second time around. Okay, so it kind of starts a similar way. Essentially, this just kind of like cuts out that D chord section. So we'll be in the G chord to start with our 4 and 3. All right, and then we just hit 5s, 7s, back to 4 and 3. Slide 5 to 7s, and then 7s back down to 5. Okay, A minor chord kicks in. Come up, hit our 9 and 8, then 7s to 5s. 5s to 7s, back down to 4 and 3. G chord comes back. 5 to 7s, 4 and 3 again. And like I said, at the end of the first time, we'll do our little hammer on. The 3B, 3-5 to 3E. All right, and then essentially we would just go back through the whole thing again from the G, A minor to G section, but not do the hammer on the second time through. Third part of the intro. This is also the chorus. Once the vocal comes along, the I will sit right down section. We have these pickup notes, the 4 and 3, 7s to 5s. All right, and then we kind of kick in with this C chord. And then what that is we're going to slide 5s to 7s, hit the 5s again, and then we'll hit 4 and 3 where a G chord comes in. Do that twice. Okay, it's a little bit more of a stuttered, a delayed slide. Okay, do that twice. All right, and then we just cap off that G section, the last G, with 5 to 7s to 4 and 3. Do that twice. All right, and then we would repeat, where the C chord hits, repeat from the start of the C chord all the way through the G chord again, and leading into our next section, we do a little riff, which is basically the 4 and 3, 5s, 7s, back to 4 and 3. All right, we get to the intro part 4, which is also the post-chorus. Okay, it's the drifting into my solitude section, where we'll slide into 5s, where A minor chord hits. Slide into 7s on the D and B, where the D comes in. And then we just hit a E minor chord. Okay, if you're just looking to do chords here, we have this initial first part of the intro, which we do twice. First part of the verse, which only happens once in the beginning of the verse, and the outro, where it fades out. Starts with the G chord. And the strumming on this, you kind of want to do a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Kind of strum that pretty much for every chord. Go through that twice, all right, and then we'll go A minor. All right, same strumming, same amount of times. D, same deal. Back to G. Second part of the intro, we play this twice. Play it in the second part of the verse as well. Just do a G, A minor, back to G. Same strumming style, 2 times each. Third part of the intro, chorus. This kind of splits an initial measure, throws in a new chord. It'll be a C, and essentially you want to do the C is the 3 spaced out strums, and then we do a G, which are the 3 closer strums. Okay, do that twice. And then just do a G chord for twice. right, last part of the intro and the post-chorus here. A minor, just do one measure, same strum, to a D, then we hit the E minor, and with this you just strum it once, let it ring,